Good morning and welcome to the Business Standard Weekend Preview. Here's a look at some of the awaited announcements, events and developments likely to happen this week. The Reserve Bank of India will be announcing the mid-quarter monetary policy review today. The central bank is under pressure to match the slew of reform initiatives and fiscal steps that the government has announced in the last 3 days, but experts feel that it will hold back on cutting policy rates any further to keep inflation under control. The interministerial group is likely to probe 31 government entities this week, which are said to have a hand in the Colgate scam. Lawyer Prashant Bhushan is likely to approach Supreme Court seeking cancellation of the controversial allocation of coal blocks and an independent probe on the lines of the 2G spectrum allocation case he filed. This week, the Central Bureau of Investigation will begin questioning the employees of the firms named in 5 cases registered by it for alleged irregularities in coal block allocations. Government officials involved in the process may be called for recording their statements. Comptroller Auditor General Vinod Rai will make a presentation on reports dealing with Colgate, the GMR-run Delhi Airport, coal allocation for Reliance Power and the Atomic Energy Regulatory Board on 20th September. Later on the same day, Coal Ministry officials have been called to field the PAC's questions. India will notify or formally lift investment caps in the supermarket and civil aviation sectors this week, Trade Minister Anand Sharma said on Friday. Bharti Airtel is looking to raise about $1 billion shortly through an initial public offering of shares in its telecom tower unit, Bharti Infratel, as early as this week, say sources. This could be India's biggest IPO since October 2010. Bus owners in Kolkata will be on an indefinite strike starting today, and cabbies will be off the roads for 3 days from 20th September. The private transport operators are not calling it a strike. They say they just cannot ply their vehicles after the 5 rupees diesel price hike and the state government's no fare hike policy. Monsoon is likely to remain active in northwest and central parts of the country even this week, an official of the India Meteorological Department has said. Pakistani Foreign Minister Hina Rabbani Khar will pay an official visit to the US between 18th and 22nd September. The Asus Pad phone is rumored to arrive in India this week. This is good news for folks who have been longing for that ever-morphing smartphone that can easily turn into a tablet and then a netbook. LG along with Qualcomm is set to unveil Optimus G smartphone with quad-core Qualcomm Snapdragon S4 Pro mobile processor, LTE support, Android 4.0 ice cream sandwich and a 13-megapixel camera. The launch event is scheduled in New York on 19 September. The 4th ICC 2020 World Cup, contested by 12 teams and taking place in Sri Lanka, will begin on 18 September. Mahendra Singh Dhoni, the Indian captain, has said that the good form of Virat Kohli and Lakshmipati Balaji were good signs ahead of this tournament. Jenson Button will be getting on his bike and building up a sweat to prepare for Singapore this week after failing to finish on Sunday in an Italian Grand Prix won by McLaren teammate Lewis Hamilton. That is all in the weekend preview for now. Tune in later for the afternoon bulletins.